Hey guys, welcome back to Nate's Supercoach for 2024. This video we're looking at the Hawks, lock, watch or pass. Okay, so if you're new to this channel, please hit like and subscribe. It'll really help the channel out. I want to try and get to 500 subscribers before the season starts. Alright, so we're going to play lock, watch or pass. This is going to help you with plays that you could choose for your Supercoach team in 2024. So the first category is a lock. So this is a player who I think you should consider starting, or at least using as a point of difference against other Supercoaches. Okay. Watch is a category where with the players we just don't know enough information just yet. So we need to look at preseason games, round 0, and all that kind of thing to look at their role, injury, scoring potential, where the pieces of the puzzle fit. All right, and pass is a category where we just have too much doubt on job security. All right, we're not enough info to say yep, yay or nay. Leaning towards nay, we're not going to pick them. It means we could pick them in later in the year as upgrade targets, but not necessarily one you'd want to start. Okay, here we go, lock. So there's two locks I can see at Hawthorn. One is James Sicily. There's a bit of a caveat with that. So 637,000 defender. All right, so quite highly priced for a defender. Defender only, so you're really bringing him in for that role. The thing with Sicily that concerns me is the risk you take of, is there going to be a suspension? You know, and if you're paying 637,000 for a defender, you don't want to be trading him out after 2 or 3 rounds because he's had a brain fade or something, or he's been involved in a collision which the MRO has said that is high contact, blah blah blah, and he's rubbed out for 2 weeks, and you go, oh, wonderful. So do you hold? Do you trade, etc. So I think purely on scoring, I think Sicily's the man down in the back line. I'm probably going to start him. I think he's one to start with. The second one is Jai Newcombe. Now, I think Newcombe, I wouldn't have had him in the lock category last year, but I think after his last season, he's an absolute bull in the midfield. Love the way he goes about it, as all the commentators say. So 549,000 midfield. I think he's one to look at as a serious point of difference. He's going to get plenty of midfield minutes, and I think Sam Mitchell, got him. I mean, they got rid of Tom Mitchell, and Newcomb's taken the role there, sort of with Warple and a couple of others. So I'd be comfortable in starting Jai Newcombe, definitely. Okay, the watch list. This is where Hawthorn's a little bit interesting, like Carlton, the Bombers, Freo, and a couple of other sides. So the first one on the watch list is Karl Amon. All right, 483,000 midfielder. Just on that alone, you'd go, nah, I'm not picking him if he's just midfield. However, there's been talk that he is going to go into the back line at Hawthorn this year. If that's the case, he could be picking up some cheap possessions in the back 50. All right, so he's a smallish type of player. He's not sort of average height, maybe. He's on the watch list for me, but one I'm keeping an eye on for that role. So we need to be looking in the preseason to see what happens with Karl Amon. Nick Watson, so they're pick number 5 in the draft. All right, the Wizard, as he's been dubbed, 189,000 mid forward. Traditionally, we don't pick many small forwards. If we do, it's usually the Cyril Rioli types, or it's the Shai Boltons, or it's the ones that maybe have some midfield minutes as well to boost their points up. Otherwise, they just need to be kicking goals to score quite highly and for the return on investment that we spend on them, etc. But pick 5, they've obviously rated him highly. He's 189,000. Could be one to look at if no rookies really present themselves. Massimo D'Ambrosio, okay, 189,000 mid forward. So when he was at the Bombers, he played a kind of half-back role, but then he also was the sort of super sub, if you can remember that. So he would come on in the last quarter usually and either kick a goal or he'd set up fresh set of legs. So we just don't know where D'Ambrosio is going to play. Again, there's rumours he could be in that half-back role as well. So you've got Sicily down back, and then you have Karl Amon potentially in the back line, also D'Ambrosio. So how does all those puzzle pieces fit together? Not sure. How does that affect the midfield? Not sure. Could D'Ambrosio get some midfield time? He could. He's probably more a defender for me rather than an inside midfielder, purely on how he was used at the Bombers. But anyway, so that's kind of the watch list there. So the pass, I think Will Day is probably the only one we can pass on just at the moment. There's a bit of an injury cloud over him. I remember last year there was huge talk on Will Day that he was going to be the saviour for all our back lines because he was 400 and something odd thousand, 450,000, but he was getting midfield time. And I don't know how that sort of played out. I didn't start him. Most super coaches jumped on and then he got injured a couple of weeks later and that was the end of the experiment. So 544,000, mid only. Could look to him maybe in the middle of the year, depending on what his role is. Again, if he goes back, how does that affect Carl Amon? How does that affect Massimo D'Ambrosio? Just don't know. And with an injury, we can confidently sort of pass for the moment, but look to bring them in a little bit later. All right, thanks, guys. Leave a comment in the comment section below if you think I've missed anybody. I've got 18 videos coming out, okay? So I've got a video for every side, so you should be prepared. If you like and subscribe, you'll get notifications of all these videos so you can help plan your 2024 Supercoach season. All right, thanks, guys. See you in the next video.